What's happening, guys? So we're here for the match preview of Brentford versus Arsenal, and I've got the game on here. And yeah, Fulham are already 2-0 down. I've predicted they'll get smoked 5-1 in this game. Like Fulham are gonna get slaughtered. Big up to George Holtham. Definitely need Fulham to put up a good fight. Not happening. You know what I mean? They're already 2-0 down. You know what I mean? Fulham are never gonna do anything this game. Like with the games that City got left, it's favourable for them. You know what I mean? But all we need to do is keep winning our games and beat them in this cup final that's coming up. You know what I mean? All we need to do is focus on ourselves like that. You know what I mean? And I hope the players are following suit. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's Brentford versus Arsenal at the Brentford Community Stadium tomorrow night, and it's not going to be the easiest of games. This is going to be, I can see it being like the game when Kai Havertz scored his first open play goal at the end in that 88th minute. I can see it being that kind of game. Just Brentford are going to be stubborn. Like Keith Andrews is no slouch with Brentford. You know what I mean? In fact, let me just have a look at their home record. Let me have a look at their home record this season. Let's have a look. Brentford. Yeah, Fulham are going to get slaughtered. Fixtures. Oh, no, results. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back. So, back to the Premier League, all the way back. So they started the season with a loss. That was at Forest. They beat Villa at home. They drew Chelsea at home. They beat Villa on penalties in the EFL Cup at home. They beat Man United at home. Then Man City were the first to win there with that 1-0 win. They beat Liverpool at home. They beat Newcastle at home. They beat Burnley at home. They drew Leeds at home. They beat Bournemouth at home. They drew with Tottenham at home. They beat Sunderland at home. Forest have beat him. Oh yeah, that was a weird result. That Forest beating them at their ground. So only Forest and Man City have won at Brentford this season. Yeah, only Forest and Man City have won at Brentford this season. That is wild. That is wild. I knew they haven't lost that much there, but obviously I remember the City game because I watched that game in town when Haaland scored. And then yeah, obviously Forest with that weird win, that weird 2-0 win, or whatever it was I just read. But yeah, only Forest and Man City. And then Spurs have got a point there, Leeds got a point there, and Chelsea got a point there. You know what I mean? So man like Keith Andrews hadn't done that bad at home for Brentford this season. And now we go there tomorrow night with a 3-point gap to extend to 6. I mean, if we win our next 2 games, obviously we go 9 clear because we'll be playing our game in front of Man City. So really, really and truly, winning our next 2 games is very crucial because there's nothing Man City can do about it. Once it's a 9-point gap, all they can do is just keep reducing it to 6, providing we keep winning our games. But yeah, it just is what it is at this point. I mean, you know, I find it goofy that our game's shifted to Thursday night. It's the lone game, but It is what it is. We have to hold that. Obviously, we play last, so this is a high pressure game because we're the last to play this week, and we're looking for a penalty. Oh, man's pulling Semenyo's hair, you know. Man City might get a penalty, you know. You never know. But yeah, we're the last to play, and obviously City have closed this gap to 3. Then it's up to us, but I believe in our players enough that we'll win this game. I do think that we'll win this game. I personally do think we'll win this game tomorrow night. It's not going to be easy. I mean, it's not going to be an easy game at all. So let me get into it. After suffering a pair of Premier League defeats to close out January, Brentford have responded with successive victories in February to boost their European qualification prospects. Stunning 3-2 win away at Newcastle on Saturday announced them as genuine top 5 contenders and continue their impressive form on the road, which has supplemented their stats as one of the Premier League's best performing home sides this term. The Bees have lost just 2 of the last 12 top 5 outings at the Czech Community Stadium so far this campaign, winning 7, drawing 3. Although the fact that they are winless across their last 7 home league London derbies since August 2024 could cause concern. So they don't do that well in London derbies. Obviously, Chelsea took point there. Spurs took a point there. Arsenal took another sizable step towards first Premier League title since 2004 at the weekend when they beat Sunderland 3-0 at the Emirates. The Gunners come into the midweek round 6 points clear at the summit. Yet while confidence is likely to close in on an all-time high, the fact that this match falls on a Thursday could plant a seed of doubt for Arteta's side. Arsenal have both failed to win, drawing 1, losing 2, and even score across each of the last 3 league outings played on a Thursday. Yet a return of just 1 defeat across their last 20 away Premier League London derbies. That's 3-0. City just made it 3. Tomorrow, London derbies winning 14, drawing 5, as much more in keeping with the form book suggests we should expect of Arsenal. So Brentford's first ever Premier League win came against Arsenal in August 2021, which was at the Czech Community Stadium. Well, since then, they are winless in 8 against the Gunners, drawing 2, losing 6. Now, they've got Igor Thiago, who's a hot topic for them, man. Yeah, a hot topic. He's got, like, 16 goals this season? He's only second behind Haaland on for the Golden Boot or something. I mean, the man just came to the Premier League. But again, I believe in our source that we're gonna see these men out. Yeah. So the players that won't play for us is Max Dalman and Moreno. Moreno's had a surgery on his foot. Dalman's still out for the ankle injury. Questionable is Odegaard. Take your time, Odegaard, please. Trossard with an injury and Saka with an injury. And Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5, losing 1. Brentford have won 3 of the last 5, losing 2. And obviously, in going to the head-to-heads, last time we played Brentford, we beat them at the Emirates 2-0. Before that, we drew 1-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we beat them 3-1 at Brentford. Before that, we won 2-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we won 1-0 at Brentford. So last time we came here, basically, we beat them anyway, which was a 3-1 win. EFL Cup 2024, we played them there, beat them 1-0. And before that, we drew 1-1 at the Emirates. Before that, we won 3-0 at Brentford at the start of the 2022-23 season. So yeah, the last time Brentford have beaten us was that 2-0 win when they first came into the Premier League, if you're not including that friendly in 2022. But Brentford, the last time they've beaten us away from home was in 1938. They beat us 2-0. That's the last time. 15th of April 1938 was the last time Brentford had beaten Arsenal at Arsenal. And that was a 2-0 win. Fulham nearly in there. But yeah, obviously the gap now is 3 points. Man City with a comfortable 3-0 lead against Fulham, which, is no surprise. So Arteta's been speaking to the press ahead of our trip to West London to take on Brentford in the Premier League. Our manager gave injury update, spoke about the challenges we face against the Bees and much more. So he said that Max Dallman's still not available, the rest that we'll see. So that's Saka and Odegaard in this case. On Max Dallman's recovery, he's doing well, very well. I think he'll be with us in a week or so, and then we can pick up the rhythm and be available for us. And in all fairness, getting man like Big Max in the mix of us in this title race right now would be a good addition. You know what I mean? When it comes to the art of rotation. Obviously, I don't want him rushed into the team, but you know how it is. Especially if we pull points clear, you could bring him on in certain games to see a game out. So if we could see Moreno before the end of the season, Arteta says, I think the doctors were really happy with the way the surgery went. Now is the start. Now it's the start of obviously a long process. We are talking about bone healing, so we'll respect timings. I'm sure he's going to do everything he possibly can to speed up that recovery. The time frames we're talking are months, whether it's 3 or 4 or 5, we don't know. We can't expect to really see him at the come end of the season, really. But yeah, obviously talking about several different things here. They even asked Arteta on Thomas Frank's departure from Tottenham. It's just typical, innit? They get a new manager before teams. When teams are in bad form and we're coming to town, they're quick to sack the managers, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, we can't get slaughtered by Arsenal now. You know what I mean? We'll have to do to them what we did to Forest. You know what I mean? They had a 2-2 bit of a new manager bounce, and it didn't work out, did it? But score prediction for this game, I'm going to go with Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. I think it's going to be one of them games that's just a stubborn, absolutely piss take kind of game. I don't expect us to be playing fancy football, but I don't care as long as we get the 3 points. So yeah, I don't expect to see no swagger from us tomorrow night. But just as long as we get the 3 points, if it's an own goal, then it is what it is. If it's a set piece, I don't care. We're away from home. Brentford's not easy. You know what I mean? Brentford's not an easy game. So I don't care how we do it. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not nice to see dead football, but when you're away from home, you know what I mean? We'll have to eat that. But I'm going with a 1-0 win. But before I close out on this, man like Thomas Frank, kept talking about Arsenal. Thomas Frank constantly going on about Arsenal as details of Spurs' downfall emerge. He seemed that kind of guy, in all fairness, because even in the press conferences, he was talking about. He kept mentioning us. Sacked Spurs boss Thomas Frank reportedly could not stop talking about Arsenal to his players, so much that there was a feeling of just shut up about Arsenal. Now that's peak. That's peak. You know what I mean? How can Arsenal be on the brain so much as a Spurs manager? You know what I mean? Frank's long expected departure was confirmed on Tuesday after a 2-1 defeat to Newcastle, and details have already begun to emerge about the atmosphere within the club during his final days. According to Telegraph, one major sticking point with the former Brentford boss was the apparent infatuation with Arsenal. And a source told newspaper that Frank would constantly bring up Tottenham's biggest rival. You couldn't make this up. You know what I mean? Bringing up your biggest rivals and you had relegation form. Nah, you're sounding like a op, man. That is some op thing, that. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. He was constantly going on the players about Arsenal and they quickly got sick of it, source said. I wonder who this source was. Even before and after the game at the Emirates, he was telling them how good Arsenal were. The feeling among some was very much just shut up about Arsenal. Yeah, either he has an actual obsession or he was doing that to try and give you man a kick up the ass that Arsenal was so good. You lot need to be like them. And you lot need reminding that, we should be better than them. That might be where we're coming from for all we know. And the feeling would not have been helped by Frank emerging into Bournemouth pitch with an Arsenal branded coffee cup. I ain't gonna lie, that was jokes. that was funny. Coffee cup. The image was circulated online and fed into the meme among Arsenal fans that Frank was secretly one of them. At the time, Frank tried to play it down the mistake, but failed to grasp the optics. I definitely did not notice it. It would be completely stupid of me to take it if I knew. It's a little bit sad in football that I need to be asked about it. I would never do anything so that stupid. I think we're definitely going in the wrong direction if we need to worry about me having a cup with a logo of another club. Well, fam, it's your rivals and, you ain't in good form. If you were top of the league or something, you know what I mean? You would have got benefit of the doubt. A disharmony in the squad was hinted that last weekend when Frank himself admitted he was pretty sure there are some players who don't think I am the best bloke or whatever it is. The same source told Telegraph that Frank's focus on out-of-possession work had also annoyed some of the squad. Most of the work was what to do out of possession and how to nullify the opposition rather than working on how they could hurt oppositions. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And he's getting a big payout. He's getting a fat payout. Jesus Christ. City scoring 6 goals tonight to make up that goal difference. Well, I predicted the smoke Fulham 5-1. It's 3-0 so far. You know what I mean? Right. I knew that it was going to be what it was. We just need to do our bit. Moreno will be a big miss. He will be. Man came up clutch. But big up to Twofold. Big up to Rod. But we need to worry about us. If we win tomorrow, City are back to square one. You know what I mean? Every time we win, City are back to square one. This is what, we all need to understand. You know what I mean? City right now, you know what I mean? They've got one leg up in terms of closing the gap. But if we win tomorrow, oh well, you have to win your next game, City. You know what I mean? And in all fairness, they don't have the toughest of fixtures coming up. I think one of the toughest fixtures they have. Oops. Oh, sorry. So they've got Newcastle at home in the Premier League next. They'll beat them. Newcastle shit. Leeds United is their next test, really. Because we know City's form hasn't been the best consistently. And Leeds are the sort of club that could rattle them. But in all fairness, I don't see where City are losing their next game. Because I think they're just... And in fact, no, I'll tell you when they're going to lose their next game. The cup final against us. Yeah, that's their next loss. What they're going through right now, they're having their little purple patch. Yeah? They're having their purple patch. They'll beat West Ham away. They'll beat Forest at home. They'll beat Leeds away. They'll beat Newcastle at home. FA Cup, we know they're smoking Salford. So it's us in the cup final that will have to deal with them. Then after that, then they go to Chelsea after that, after the international break. Then we go to them. That's the only hardest period they have. We've got Burnley away. I think we'll take care of them. Everton away, that could be tricky, but you know what I mean? And Bournemouth away is their last away game, and then they've got Aston Villa at home. You know what I mean? Are the Sharks back? Could be. But if we keep winning, then we're pulling away from the Shark. You know what I mean? The Shark right now is within biting distance. You know what I mean? All we need to do is keep front crawling in the sea to get away from the Shark. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, nothing surprising of what I'm seeing from Man City right now. You know what I mean? They'll smoke Fulham. The Fulham are shit. And yeah, we just need to keep doing us. Just as long as we keep doing us, it don't matter what they do. And this is the position that we were in the past couple of seasons before last season. We're in a position where as long as we do us, we're fine. Yeah. But every single time we cocked up. So yeah, it's gonna have to be that cup final where we have to derail them. You know what I mean? And if we don't get over the line in that cup final, you know, I can't see. I can see the points tally being closed before that cup final. Like I could see us dropping points. I could see City winning every single game before that cup final, but I can't see us winning every single game because I don't think we'll beat Chelsea at home. You know what I mean? That's my concern with that. So I think the gap is going to end up being closed a bit tighter. But the last thing you want is the gap being closed tighter before the cup final.
Battery low.
It's the last thing I want. Let me just make sure I charge this MacBook up because so I think we'll win our next 2 games. I'm concerned about Spurs now because they've got a new manager. They will get a new manager, should I say. They will get one. And then Chelsea at home, I don't think we'll beat them. I think we'll draw in that game. Then Brighton away, that's going to be tricky as well. Everton at home, I think we'll beat Everton at home. It's the Brighton away, Chelsea at home, and I'm concerned for Spurs away. Those 3 games. Yeah. Then we have Everton, then it's the cup final. Yeah, it's concerning. But it is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave the match preview here. I won't be going live tomorrow for the watch along, but obviously I'll be recording my match reaction afterwards and everything like that. To where hopefully we've kept pulling away. You know what I mean? It's we have to obviously apply the pressure by keep winning. And yeah, but I'm not worried. It's just I'm not worried about Man City. I'm worried about how are we gonna deal with certain scenarios in that sense. You know what I mean? But it's just going into that cup final. You know, because I know in my last stream I said I ain't worried about Man City. I believe in our source. You know what I mean? But you know, PTSD really does hit you. You know what I mean? Just as you think to yourself, oh well, I'm not worried, and this and that and this and that, then that PTSD kicks in, and then you're reminded of how we failed those past few seasons. You know what I mean? So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I've got a video coming. It's gonna drop at 10 o'clock on my channel that I've already done of Ian Wright and the Eni Aluko situation. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna drop at 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.